U.S. Senate runoff. That Senate showdown between Chris McDaniel and Thad Cochran has been heated for more than a month.
As 16 WABT's Scott Simmons reports, they are neck and neck in the polls and both making the most of their final days on the campaign trail.
Tea Party leaders criticized Senator Thad Cochran at a press conference Tuesday.
This is proof that money doesn't vote. We do.
The Tea Party says Cochran received out-of-state campaign contributions. At the same time, his campaign criticized Chris McDaniel for doing the same thing.
So I guess some out-of-state money is okay.
But Tea Party officials bristled when reporters asked them about how 3 McDaniel campaign officials got locked inside the Hinds County Courthouse election night.
What 3 people did on election night has no influence on the lady who lives in the Delta.
We're not here to talk about distractions. We're here to talk about the issues that are important to Mississippians.
Tea Party officials wanted to criticize Thad Cochran's voting record and tout Chris McDaniel's. Thad Cochran was campaigning in Brookhaven. Last week he called McDaniel an extremist.
Someone who's trying to tear down the federal government just for the sake of tearing it down.
Tuesday, Cochran shied away from criticizing his opponent in person, but at the same time, his campaign sent out a release claiming that McDaniel's election could mean an increase in taxes.
Oh, no, I wouldn't try to describe his qualities, and I'll let other people make those decisions.
No shortage of back and forth between the campaigns, but Thad Cochran was guarded when I asked him about Republican super PACs allegedly paying Democrats to get out Democrat votes for him.
I don't know anything about that. I hadn't heard that. I don't know who you're talking about.
Cochran said he was unaware, his staff pointing out that the senator has no control over third-party super PAC spending. Cochran said his campaign was following the federal law that governs elections and campaign donations.
I comply with those rules and laws, and I trust that all the other candidates are going to as well.
Millions of dollars already spent in a race that is 1 week away from Election Day. For Commitment 2014, Scott Simmons, 16 WAPT News.
Now we will have crews with both of the candidates next Tuesday on election night. Be sure to stay with 16 WAPT News and WAPT.com for your live up-to-the-minute election coverage and returns.